What if I told you that you don't need to become 10 times better overnight? You don't need extraordinary talent, you don't need perfect conditions, and you certainly don't need to have your entire life figured out. You only need one thing, a commitment to improve by just 1% every single day. At first, 1% sounds insignificant. It feels too small to matter, too easy to make a difference. Most people ignore tiny improvements because they want immediate results. They want dramatic transformations. They want six-pack abs in 30 days, a successful business in 6 months, financial freedom in a year. But life doesn't work that way. Success is rarely the result of one massive decision. It is almost always the result of hundreds, sometimes thousands, of small choices repeated consistently over time. This is called the 1% improvement rule. The principle is simple. Become just a little better today than you were yesterday. Read 5 pages instead of none. Walk for 10 minutes instead of staying on the couch. Save $5 instead of spending everything. Learn one new skill. Practice for 15 minutes. Write one paragraph. Make one phone call. Do one thing that your future self will thank you for. Because small actions seem invisible in the moment, but they are never insignificant. Imagine 2 people. The first person improves by 1% every day, the second person becomes 1% worse every day. For a few days, there is almost no difference. After a month, the gap becomes noticeable. After a year, the difference becomes extraordinary. One person is healthier, wiser, more disciplined, and more confident. The other person feels stuck, frustrated, and disappointed, not because of luck, not because of talent, but because of tiny daily decisions. Think about a plane leaving Los Angeles for New York. If the pilot changes the direction by only a few degrees, the passengers won't notice. But after several hours, the plane will land in a completely different city. Your habits work exactly the same way. Small changes in direction create massive differences in destination. Many people fail because they underestimate the power of consistency. They wait for motivation, they wait for inspiration, they wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The gym becomes easier after you show up repeatedly. Reading becomes enjoyable after you make it a habit. Confidence grows after you keep promises to yourself. Discipline is not something people are born with, it is something they build, one small action at a time. There will be days when you don't feel like improving, days when you are tired, days when progress seems invisible. Days when you question whether your efforts matter. Those are the days that matter the most, because champions are not made on the days they feel motivated. Champions are made on the days they decide to continue despite feeling discouraged. Remember this: trees don't grow overnight, muscles don't develop in a week, businesses don't become successful in a month, and dreams don't become reality in a single moment. Everything worthwhile takes time. The key is to trust the process. Trust that every small effort is adding another brick to the foundation of your future. One workout may not change your body, one book may not change your life, one conversation may not transform your career, but hundreds of workouts will, dozens of books will, years of meaningful conversations certainly will. Never underestimate the compound effect. Tiny improvements accumulate, they multiply, and eventually they create results so remarkable that people call them overnight success. But you will know the truth. You will know that your success was built quietly, day after day, choice after choice, step after step. So starting today, stop asking yourself, how can I change my entire life? Instead ask, what is one small thing I can improve today? Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's learning a new language. Maybe it's writing down your goals. Maybe it's simply choosing not to quit, because your future is not created by what you do once. It is created by what you do consistently. 1% better today, 1% better tomorrow, 1% better next week. And before you realize it, you will become someone your past self would barely recognize. Not because you changed everything at once, but because you refused to stop improving. Just 1% at a time. Your future is watching. Make it proud.